Everyone, hope everything is going well. I got some cards in the mail. I got Uncle Joe, Biden gaffes. Take a look at this card over here. When he went on Charlemagne the God's podcast show, whatever it's called. This was from 4 years ago. And I got the holiday version of Uncle Joe. I also got good old Hunter. Okay, I wanted to touch base on hobby favoritism. This is a huge problem out there. And because of favoritism, because the hobby establishment wants to control the narrative, they tell people with YouTube channels, Instagram handles, not to share certain work. This Cardboard Life the other day shared where Jeff Wilson told an individual, I don't know which individual, that, hey, look, this Cardboard Life is vulgar and you shouldn't be sharing it. All right? That's interesting. That is controlling the narrative. And the reason why this Cardboard Life shared that DM was because Dustin, who I'm friendly with, Sports Card Dad, and we've done some collaborations together. And I'm not hating on him here, but if you look at it, Dustin basically had this Cardboard Life's post, but didn't even shout him out. And I could understand why Dustin may not want to shout him out, because they look, you don't want to piss off people you're friends with. But then on the other hand, I totally understand this Cardboard Life's point of view where, hey, look, you're not giving me attribution. You're just posting my meme without saying my name. That's not cool in his eyes, and I totally get that. And I've had, many times where some of these bigger channels don't make the proper attributions to channels like mine and others. And that gets irritating. And yes, I am trying to do a better job as well at that. And all of us can improve on that aspect. But the reality of the situation is, if Jeff Wilson's telling people don't share this Cardboard Life in general, like, it can make sense why Sports Card Dad didn't shout this Cardboard Life out. Because Jeff Wilson doesn't like it. And you're friends with Jeff Wilson or friendly with them, guess what? You don't want to piss him off. And that's the problem with the hobby, in my opinion, where these guys like Jeff Wilson tell people, hey, look, you can't collaborate with someone who's perceived as negative. But you see Jeff Wilson collaborating with Daps. Daps asks random women to sleep with on video. And Daps is, now at the National, sponsoring some lounge or whatever there. You have, Jeff Wilson collaborating with Great Curator numerous times. We know all about Curator. We see Jeff Wilson collaborating with Kuntz. That guy has a lot of allegations. A lot of people have made allegations about him. So you're just seeing the pattern over and over again. So who is considered friendly towards our hobby if a lot of the people the hobby establishment associates with are shady? I mean, just the other day, I did a video on the Spiegel Brothers lawsuit. And in the Spiegel Brothers lawsuit, a doctor that knows Shine claims that Shine was a private sale consultant at one point and on the payroll of Golden. Now you got to ask, if that is true, then who else is on the payroll of these companies and just has these big Instagram followers or Instagram pages and aren't saying anything about it, and also won't go after the hard-hitting issue, right? I mean, I just saw the other day, Lamim James came after me. Fine, fair game. But is Lamim James going to go after the Good Old Boy Network? No. Did he go after Curator when Curator was doing shady things? No. He went after the Therapist and Shadeway Vlogs for shill bidding, But if you look at Lamine James' page, you could see that Don Diego posts or comments on his page. He likes some of her posts. And Don Diego was accused of shill bidding. So you can't have it both ways. I mean, I get it. The hobby has gone SJW and they won't go after women. But at the same time, like, the hobby plays favorites, right? You're not going to see Lamine James cover the Spiegel brothers lawsuit. That's a fact. You're not going to see a lot of people even cover it. Last thing is that, speaking of hobby favoritism, you have to look at the Prism God situation, right? Now, he has his side. Windy City Sports has his side. But it's been basically censored by the hobby elite, the hobby establishment. But the hobby establishment, rightfully so, they're speaking about the Dallas card show situation. Now, some people will say those are two different situations. Okay, yeah, in terms of money-wise, they are different, but ultimately, it comes to provenance of the cards. There's a dispute of provenance of the cards with the Bill Russell card that Gerald, I believe, has. And we will probably see some sort of verdict by the jury in the next month or so. And I was DMing him back and forth about that the other day. He messaged me. And what I told him is that, hey, look, it's not for you or me to decide. This was what I was implying. It's the jury that will come up with the decision with the invested card case. It's a complicated case. But like stories like that, covered up by the hobby establishment. Why do they cover some stories and why don't they cover others? That is something to think about. It's just like the real world. Only certain topics will be covered. Anything that hurts the hobby establishment, the hobby elite, will be covered up. All right? Anyways, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later. See ya. Bye.